Hello everyone. My name is Zipho Mazwi. I'm a property manager at Olivewood Private Estate in Kaapstad. There's a story about three blind men who come across an elephant. And in the story it says that one of the blind men holds the trunk, while the other one petted the belly, and the third blind man grabbed the tail. And in the story it says that in their minds, all three of these blind men were thinking to themselves, this is what an elephant looks like. So perspective matters. We've heard all the different perspectives from all these delegates today, and we still haven't gotten to that what this elephant of a program looks like. And you need to actually sit down and just look at what each and every one of these delegates had said for you to be able to understand the magnitude, the impact that this program has done to us. In the beginning of this program, there was a very Kerry-like question that we were asked in the application to the program. What is the worst thing you've ever done to someone? It was a very hard question for me. It was a make or break question for me. Not that I didn't know what I did, I knew exactly what I did. but I felt as though I would be rejected if I told the truth, and that I would be accepted if I told a lie. An ethical dilemma. So I did what I always do when I'm faced with ethical dilemmas. I went to Lauren's office. I said to Lauren, these people are asking me funny questions. And do you remember what you said, Lauren? She said, Zipho, we would rather have them reject you for your truth than to accept you for a lie. So tell the truth. The only way you'll be able to measure your growth in this program is for you to tell the truth at all times. I needed the second opinion. So I went to my mom. I told my mom the exact same thing, and she said, you've worked hard your entire life to be where you are. So tell the truth, and if they reject you, then they're stupid anyway. So I came back and I told the truth. And what I realized about myself through the self-awareness part of the program is that I have a tendency of, when I'm faced with an ethical dilemma, I have this tendency of going to the most ethical people that I know. Not because I'm seeking for ethical advice, no. Because I want the most ethical person that I know to tell me that it's okay to tell a white lie. That it's okay, just this once, so that you can go in and tell the truth later. But I've come to understand that as change leaders, we then need to be ethical at all times. Because you don't know when you might be advising someone, when you might be giving someone a get out of jail free card to rape, to abuse, to do something harmful to another person, Let me be a bit controversial as well. On the introduction day of the program, Greg closes the session, and all these seasoned leaders, these business people, stand up and they start mingling with each other. They started exchanging numbers, contacts, and meeting new friends, and meeting old friends, and catching up, And Lauren just came by. She walked towards me. She neglected all that. She came towards me and she asked me those Kerry-like questions. She said, how do you feel? Are you still nervous? She leaned over. I think she didn't want Percy to hear. She said, do you see? She said, do you see that you are just as capable as anyone in this room? There's no one in this room who's capable of anything that you aren't capable of, if you just put your mind to it. And then she left. So as she left, there was a girl who sat opposite me. I'm sure you remember her. She said, is that your boss? I said, yes. She said, wow. I said, what? She said, no, never mind. I knew exactly what she meant. Because only a handful of the leaders, these seasoned leaders that were there, did that. They were too busy mingling amongst each other to realize that we were still nervous. We were still scared. We still didn't know this environment. But only a handful of them actually stuck up and came to us and said, "You are doing great, you're on the right path." And unfortunately, that girl dropped out 2 sessions later. Now, I'm not saying she dropped out because of the lack of support, but what I am saying is the lack of support didn't help in her dropping out. We learned a lot of things throughout the year. A lot of great speakers came. Carrie came. She taught us to increase our vocabulary on emotions. That perhaps if we understand how we feel at each and every moment of the day, we can be able to interrogate those emotions. And as I was walking up here, I felt nervous. I felt I had self-doubt. And I was nervous, and when I asked myself why I'm nervous, I realized that I was nervous because I've never spoken to a setting like this before. The self-doubt came from the fact that when I look at this room, it is filled with people who come from Southern High School, from Hudson Park High School, from Sterling High School, and I come from Greenpoint Senior Secondary School. Most of the words that I speak in English are words that I've read. I've never really heard anyone say them out loud before. No, I never heard people pronounce them before. So I felt as though if I mispronounce a word, someone might laugh at me. And then as I grabbed the mic from you, Greg, I thought to myself, if anyone laughs at me because of that, then they're stupid. A lot of these great speakers came. John came. John reminds me of a series I used to watch when I was young, called Heroes. And there was a part in Heroes where the narrator said, "Where does it come from? This quest, this need to solve vast mysteries when the simplest of questions can never be answered. Why are we here? What is the soul? Why do we dream? Perhaps we'd be better off not looking at all, not yearning, not doubting. But that's not human nature, not the human heart, and it is not why we're here. Yet still we struggle to make a difference, to change the world, to dream of hope. We never know for certain who will meet along the way, who among the world of strangers will hold our hands, touch our hearts, and share the pain of trying. And you held our hands, you touched our hearts, and last week Saturday we went out and shared the pain of trying to raise money for Olivewood. We ran our hearts out. In closing, Greg, you've always taught us to engage in topics that are not necessarily easy to talk about. And you've always encouraged us to talk about these things, to be changing these leaders in society. And the world is at loggerheads with each other at the moment. The left versus the right, the east versus the west. And whatever happens there, despite who wins, we know that change is inevitable. Things are about to change. And in his book, The Original Species, Charles Darwin argues that the species which will be most adaptable to change will rule the others. So while all the other countries are gearing up for this change, what are you doing? Thank you.